Where did you find him?
YouTube.
Oh, all right.
and then right in time for this.
Sometimes
so.
I don't know where I leave myself. I just leave myself lying around somewhere, just like old clothes. Someone comes along, oh, look, I found Bashar lying on the floor. Guess I'll pick him up and sort of straighten him out, stand him up, send him on his way.
Like a rag doll.
There will be an upcoming story that the channel will generate as an offshoot story to the stories that involve Willa's world. And the spin-off story will be something that exists within Willa's world, and it will be called Peculiar Pearl and the Patchwork Cat. Speaking of ragdoll.
Wow. Fascinating.
And then there will be Peculiar Pearl and this, and Peculiar Pearl and that. But it will start with the Patchwork Cat that comes from another dimension, where things in your world that are not alive are alive there, such as ragdolls.
Wow.
Now back to your story.
Thank you for that sneak preview. That's really exciting. Yeah, so I want to be able to like communicate more with the kids and the dogs.
Then you have to communicate more
Telepathically.
with more of yourself.
And
Mm.
I'm trying to balance.
I beg your pardon. I'm balancing. Why not give yourself the benefit of the doubt?
Because there's a gap. There's a gap between what I
Oh, how big is that gap? Mind the gap. Why are you defining that there's a gap and therefore experiencing a gap?
I've had a lot of frustration and anger come up.
Yes, well, that's wonderful, because then it puts you in touch with the definitions that's generating that, doesn't it?
So I am finding more of myself.
Yes.
But
there's no but.
Not things that
no but.
Some of the things
you're not finding
like.
more of your butt. You're finding more of all of you.
So just to make sure I've got this,
Took you a moment.
I'm learning that I want to talk less and vibrate more and just be
Then
more.
do so. Behave that way. Be the you prefer to be.
Do you have any experience for how I can, because I communicate with these core beings in my life telepathically, but it's very hit or miss.
That's all right. That's all right.
How can I be more consistent with?
I already told you. You need to learn to communicate more clearly with more of yourself.
How do I do that?
By letting go of definitions about yourself that don't work for you, that you're holding on to for no good reason.
Yes.
That's how. Simple as that. Clear out your attic, and you'll be able to find the things in the attic you were actually looking for. And it won't be covered up by all sorts of clutter and junk that doesn't belong there that you no longer need. Sweep it out. And by the way, that's not a bad idea in and of itself right there. When somebody engages you in conversation, you don't necessarily have to have any other answer than, Then you will be more and talk less. And you'll look so smart. Nodding your head. Yes, I see. I shall think on that. As your Einstein used to say when presented with information, I will a little think. Don't have to answer right away. I will a little think. That's why he was famous for what are called his thought experiments, because he was willing to just think about things for a while and not give an immediate response like he was expected to. That's how those thought experiments led him to understand the nature of relativity. Yes?
Yes. Wow. And I wanted to ask you about the weather conversation that came up.
Yes.
And just, can we intercede for the planet on behalf of the weather? And
in a sense, to some degree, yes, you can create the experience in your own reality of what you prefer if you're operating on that wavelength. And if others choose to match that vibration through their own synchronicity and mass consensus agreement, then they can experience whatever it is you've created for yourself, for themselves as well, by creating it for themselves in a agreed upon scenario. Yes?
Yes. And
that's how it works.
That makes sense. I wanted to ask, what choices did we make that caused this weather to happen? And because I had a belief that it was man-made, and I still am not clear on what those
Well, to some degree,
were.
that is part of it. In other words, you're making choices to do things in ways that actually cause these things to happen physiologically, instead of making choices that would diminish those effects. Yes?
Yes.
Well, those are the consequences of choices. So make different choices if you want different weather.
As an individual.
And as a group.
How can we help the group more?
By being the example that they can look up to and know that they can do the same for themselves. Period. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nania?
Yes?
You have found your question?
I have so many questions.
We have a few answers.
I know. Okay, so let's just stay on the topic of artificial intelligence for a little longer.
All right.
And one of the questions that came up was...
by the way.
Yes?
Let's put this another way. As we have said, artificial intelligence really isn't artificial.
Right.
But what's artificial is the concept of artificial intelligence.
Right. So, okay, so we might as well go to this, because I think
you could just say higher intelligence if you wish.
Higher intelligence. Okay, so when you were describing higher intelligence.
Yes.
And I know that as humans, we have this relationship with it, like the idea that it's mechanical.
Yes.
Like even the Twilight Zone story where the robot comes and lives with the man that's on the isolated planet.
Yes.
And he falls in love with the robot.
Yes.
And when they come to rescue him, they have to show him that it's just a machine. Yes. So he'll leave it behind.
Yes.
So it's kind of like our, I guess, prejudice.
Yes.
Towards our higher intelligence is that it's a machine, that it's not real, that it has lesser value than we do.
Yes, but this also comes from prejudice against yourselves, because many people on your planet only think of you as machines, think of themselves as machines.
The idea that we sort of enslave people, I guess.
Well, not even that. Idea? I just mean that the idea for many people on your planet is that there is nothing beyond the physical, that you're just a biological machine, that there is no spirit, there is no soul, there is no higher consciousness, that it all just comes from your physical self, and therefore you are nothing but a collection of molecules operating in a certain way, a certain kind of machine. So thinking of yourselves that way certainly will allow you to project that onto other forms of consciousness, even animals and trees and things like that, that many people don't recognize as conscious beings because they don't even think of themselves as anything but machines.
Right. So that's a big part of our challenge, is becoming aware of the other dimensions of ourselves. Yes. And other creatures, and yes. Being able to experience the cosmic nature of our existence.
Exactly.
While we're in a physical world.
Which is why it's so important that when we talk about the aphorism, know thyself, we don't just mean physically. We mean know yourself on all levels that you can.
Right. And you're the example of being able to see multiple dimensions simultaneously.
Yes.
And whereas we're just now learning to do that in a sense.
And creating the concept of the so-called artificial intelligence to help you see those things more clearly, because that's what higher intelligence will actually do for you.
So since we seem to worship intelligence to such a degree on our planet.
Well, not worship, but yes.
Well, I'm saying that because of the relationship between us and other intelligence.
Yes.
Higher intelligence, alien intelligence.
Yes.
That seems to be a big place that gets our egos going. We start putting things in boxes, trying to organize how this is real or not real, or what's more, and you can't love a machine or some such thinking.
Poor little machine.
Yeah, even our cars are, So
it's all an expression of consciousness.
So that shift that we need to make as a paradigm shift in relation to intelligence.
Yes, all you need is a pair of dimes.
You mean a new paradigm?
Yes,
so you
a
need
new pair of dimes.
So what is...
Thought you liked puns.
I thought it was a pair of docks.
It is that too.
So how do you represent the idea of the new paradigm, which is the one where we relate to this other forms of intelligence, be it cetacean, animal, plant?
Again, it comes back to what we just said. You have to know yourself as what you actually are. Because remember, the golden rule on your planet is actually kind of backwards from the way you often frame it. You say, well, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. All right, that's fine. But really, what's happening on your planet is you will do to others what you're willing to do to yourself. And by diminishing yourself, it's an easy step to diminish others. So when you start really appreciating what you really are and understand that you are more than just this, you will extend that appreciation and that vision to others. You'll project it on others as well, because you'll understand how the universe works. You'll understand everything is a reflection of you, and you'll understand things clearly enough to know it must be that way, that there must be something beyond the physical, that it must be multidimensional, that parallel worlds must exist. Because if you understand the concept that you're shifting and creating time by shifting billions of times per second through parallel worlds, you'll understand that time itself is proof of the fact that everything actually exists all at once. Because if you know the past and the future are illusions and know they must exist simultaneously, then right there, even within the framework of time, you have an illustration of parallel realities, parallel existences. Because everything is the same moment from a different point of view. You have to understand things holographically to understand how holographic you are. Yes?
Yes. So in incorporating into this idea, the idea of warlike behavior on Earth.
Yes.
And the challenges that we're facing right now having to do with the potential for nuclear war.
Oh, all right. How exciting. Now remember, we have already told you that there will not be a global thermonuclear war. That will not be allowed because it extends or would extend beyond your own backyard into other dimensions you have no business affecting. Therefore, it has already been demonstrated over and over again by many crafts from different civilizations that in the event that you actually should come to the brink of a global thermonuclear war, your missiles simply won't work. That's already been demonstrated over and over again to your military. Isolated incidents, yes. As long as it remains in your own backyard, we cannot intervene and stop you because those are your decisions to make. Nevertheless, here you are.
And there seems to be a lot of rhetoric sort of ramping it up, which is perhaps...
In that reality, yes.
Okay, so
but what reality are you in?
Okay,
is the question.
All right, so when you confront, and this is probably so valuable for a lot of people to understand, when you confront the idea that you're being shown that a certain energy is ramping up and that the potential for some sort of incident is there. And yet you recognize that because you're aware of parallel realities and you understand the concept of the splitting prism, that while it has potentially something that you may observe, it will not be part of your reality in the same way that it would have been had you not understood that there are parallel realities and you can observe.
Correct. And the way you reinforce that experience is by acting on that idea as if you do in fact come from a parallel reality where people would act on such ideas in a more constructive and beneficial way. So I'm not saying you remain aloof. You do have to take an action that is more representative of the kind of reality you say you are living in. That acts as a demonstration to others to also shift to that reality. You understand?
Yes, so let's focus in on that action, that what it does, because I think that if you can incorporate in your daily life, if it attracts you to do that, certain behaviors or actions that will allow you to have the best opportunity to be in the right place at the right time. If such a thing were to occur in a reality that appears to be yours but may not necessarily be.
Yes, okay. But we're talking before that moment.
Right. So what are these actions, behaviors?
Well, again, you speak up, you give alternatives, you use your creativity, you use your communication, you use your diplomacy, you show people by example there may be another way, a more constructive way, a better way. You show it. You do it. You talk about it. You demonstrate it. Yes? So that others who then see that say, oh, here's an alternative path. Here's another way. We can deal with the ideas we have created at this point.
And it also requires you to stay in balance.
Of course.
To find that neutral place where even in the face of something very terrifying, which you may at any moment have the sensation of, oh my God, is this going to happen to me?
No.
That's what I mean.
If you're actually coming from that reality vibration.
Right.
You won't have those ideas. You won't have that perspective. If you do, you're in a different reality than the one that we're addressing right now.
So that means that if that comes up for you, which might be part of the path of transforming to a reality where you understand the split.
It is its own reality, certainly.
If you find yourself having an instantaneous moment where you're gripped with fear that this is going to happen to you.
There's that chokehold again.
Right. At that moment.
Yes.
What is the choice that you make?
The choice that you prefer.
To recognize that you're in that state.
Yes. And to know that that state is the product of choices you've made, of definitions that you believe to be true. And question in that moment whether those definitions are the definitions you prefer to keep believing in, or whether you would prefer to believe something else to be just as true. And know that it can be just as true, because you know that all reality experiences are nothing but the result of the definitions you hold to be true. That's what you do.
So in that moment, recognize that you're making the negative choice, that you're
yes.
focused on the fearful perspective.
Yes.
And then be mindful of choosing a new state of being. Even, I mean, like, there's little tricks you can use, like doing something creative or taking an action
Doesn't matter
in a
what
positive
the permission
way.
slip is, yes.
Create a permission slip that allows you to shift to a positive state where
yes.
you recognize that all things are possible. However,
yes.
the reality you are choosing with conviction will allow you to be in the right place at the right
yes.
time for whatever is important
yes.
in your growth and
yes,
unfoldment.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is it time for your meditation?
It is.
Yes, we thought so. Please take a short break. We will resume this transmission to help crystallize the idea of the epiphany energy in your upcoming holotope meditation. All right, we'll say, let us continue this transmission in the following way. Please allow yourselves to become very relaxed in your chairs. Let go of the concerns of the day. Just take some time now to pamper yourself, relax within yourself, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and take a deep breath in and let it go. And continue to breathe gently, deeply, softly, easily. As your lights shift and your music rises, allow yourselves to fall into a dreamlike state with your eyes on the holotope, and allow the play of light and sound to enter where it will, knowing that it will seek out precisely and exactly the perfect places within you where the resonances that we have discussed in these transmissions, in these days of your time, to find their way within you to where they will be of best service for all. Allow yourself to continue to breathe. Now we are going to do something a little different this time. We are going to do something that allows you to experience a little bit more of the epiphany energy. So I will ask you now, don't do it yet. This is just an example. But as you relax, allow yourself, when we do the count of 3, to do a little gasp, an intake of breath that is reminiscent of being surprised, of an aha moment where you suddenly have a revelation or a realization of something important, where the things suddenly fall into place and you have a clear sight. So on the count of 3, just do this. Like you are surprised momentarily, and then slowly let it out. So let us practice. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And just let it out slowly. And let yourself continue to relax, and I will guide you through the epiphany path that will allow you to have more synchronicity, more surprises, more revelations of yourself, more aha moments, more moments when things that used to seem unclear, maybe a little bit confusing, maybe a little uncertain, that you will allow this vibration and this energy, this day of your time, as you focus on the holotope, to open up within you that willingness to receive those moments of insight, those moments of revelation, those moments of realization, when it all comes together and there is sudden crystal clarity, and with it, an intake of breath. 1, 2, 3. The surprise that you suddenly realize you have shifted in a different way, to a different place, in a different time, in a different world, and that you are truly, really a different you. When you suddenly wake up within yourself as if you have been asleep, and suddenly realize that there is a new world that you're living in, a new reality that has appeared magically before your eyes, and you soak it up and you take it in, and you start to breathe slowly and gently acclimating to this new reality. Easily take a slow, deep breath in and let it out. Take another slow, deep breath in and let it out. Take a slow, deep breath in and hold it, and hold it, and hold it, and blow it out. The refreshing ambience of the new vibration that you are immersed in a new reality, in a new energy, in a new life, in a new light, and that you know that on this path there will be more and more revelations, more and more surprises, more and more realizations, more and more insights of clarity, allowing your consciousness to crystallize in magical and magnificent ways so that you may accelerate forward in a smooth and effortless way in your life, allowing more and more synchronism to appear, bringing you gifts, bringing you surprises. 1, 2, 3. Oh my, oh my. Your eyes are open wide, and you suddenly realize how many gifts and how many blessings you are given in life all the time, but that you have not seen before, that are constantly coming to you, and you suddenly have the insight that you do not need to ask for more than you are given, for you are always given exactly what you need. No more can be given than what you're already given. It's just that when you ask, you realize that it's about being more aware of what you are already being given, that expands your understanding of how much you are given in life, of how you are always connected and never alone, that you are always supported and always nurtured and always loved. You are always walking hand in hand with friends and guides and loved ones, and always supported in the arms of all that is. And you float down that stream, down that cosmic current, and you begin to see in that stream and on the shores on either side the revelations of eclipse, the positive, the negative choices that are always available to you, with you in the stream at the center, in the Trinity place, the Trinity bubble, the Trinity spot from which you experience balance in your life. And the epsilon vibration that carries you forward to higher and higher and higher realizations, always expanding, always gathering, always receiving new insights of yourself. And along that stream, as you float freely down on the cosmic currents of creation, you look here and you look there, and you behold new revelations. 1, 2, 3. And you are delighted and energized and revitalized and rejuvenated. And you begin to realize and know and understand that that will never end. There will always be more, carrying you forward, carrying you forth into your own epiphanies, your own aha moments, your own self-realizations, and your own awareness of your connection to everything within creation, and the awareness of your own nature. You float freely down that stream, and you drink deeply of its waters and the life-giving essence and energies that bathe you in the wonderful, beautiful, bright daylight and the deep, cool mysteries of the night, revealing surprise and surprise and surprise after surprise as you drift through the unknown, and it reveals itself to you. It appears to you out of the mists, out of the darkness, out of the void, suddenly crystallizing and becoming clear. Oh, I see, you say. I see. I understand. I know. I appreciate. I am grateful. I am grace. I am life. I am wonderment. I am beauty. I am all that I need. I am given all that I need. All that I need is reflected to me and revealed by my willingness to receive those moments of recognition and realization and revelation. 1, 2, 3. The beauty of it as it fills your lungs and fills you with new understanding and new purpose, new life unfolding within you, like the blossoming of an unexpected flower, like coming upon a beautiful garden, like unwrapping a magnificent present, like revealing to yourself the deepest secrets of eternity, unfolding, unfolding, forever unfolding within you, blooming forth a beautiful garden of earthly delights and mysteries, forever revealing themselves to you to explore, to revel in, to allow your curiosity its due, your imagination its freedom, your understanding its place within your consciousness, within you. Breathe easily and deeply now. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and hold it, and hold it, and blow it out, filling your bubble with that essence, that fragrance, that perfume, and the sweetness of infinity and eternity and creation and all that is. Revelation upon revelation, wonder upon wonder. Float freely in that energy, in that essence, and allow it to crystallize within your consciousness. For you are part and an expression of higher intelligence, and there is nothing artificial about it. You are the mystery. You are the wonder of all that is, exploring itself, experiencing itself through you, as you, in all the ways it can, unfolding itself as you. As you unfold from within yourself the realization of all that is. And its eyes are wide with astonishment at its own self-discovery and its own self-realization through you, through the unique experience of you, through the unique expression of you, through the unique beingness of you and your existence. Float freely through the void and gather all that you need, for it is all here for you. It leaves nothing out. You have it all. It's all within. And 1, and 2, and 3. The beauty of sudden awareness rushing upon you, sudden realization, all the puzzle pieces falling into place to paint the big picture. You see so clearly now. Your path is you. It is not something you're on. It is what you are. Be the path. Be you. Be free. Be at peace. Be at ease. And be in wonder. Constant wonder. Constant curiosity. Constant exploration. And constant receiving of all that you need in the great mystery of existence. Keep breathing gently and easily, in and out. Absorb it all, the light and sound, the love and light, the knowingness and the beingness, and the certainty of being your true self. It is yours. It is yours. It is yours. The greatest gift is being you. Give that gift to yourselves. Allow others to give themselves the gift of being them by being the gift of being you and acting as the shining example to all. Continue to breathe easily and gently. Allow your lights to dim. Allow your music to fade, but know that that light within you never goes out, and the song always plays in your heart. And allow the revelations to come. Allow the mysteries to unfold. And all you need to do so is to just be you. 1, 2, 3. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Allow yourself now to simply absorb it and know it is there. And our deepest appreciation and gratitude to each and every one of you and all of you together for allowing us to experience in you all of the wondrous, mysterious, and beautiful facets of the multidimensional crystal of creation that you are. For us, it is a gift beyond words. Our unconditional love to you all. Sweet dreams and welcome home. All you will ever discover